It's finally time once again to begin what promises to be another thrilling season of Formula One action. Pre-season times, subject of so much discussion in recent weeks, mean nothing now, as the cars line up to battle it out for points once again. So let's get this season underway. Welcome to the Australian Grand Prix. Just south of Melbourne's downtown business centre is the one and only Albert Park circuit. 3.3 miles of public roads, closed for the weekend of course, make for a bumpy circuit with little undulation. There are 16 corners around the lake and a couple of good passing opportunities here as well, thanks in part to the DRS zones into turns 1, 3 and 13. Can Mercedes start with victory in their bid to win a 7th consecutive Constructors' title? Could Ferrari or Red Bull establish an advantage early on? And with 22 cars on the grid, how quickly can the new team find their footing? Well, it's great to be back, Anthony Davidson. We've got a lot to talk about this year.
That's right, Crofty. It felt like a long winter, but it's good to finally be back. I have to think the usual suspects will battle it out at the front, but there are always going to be some teething problems early on in the season, so whoever can keep on top of their issues will have the advantage today.
As I mentioned earlier, we're up to 11 teams this season, with a new entry run by, well, of all things, an owner-driver. That's something we haven't seen in this sport since Hector Raback over 4 decades ago. So how are they looking so far?
Ever since their participation was announced, there were questions being asked about whether an outfit like this could survive, and certainly it's proving to be a trial by fire so far. Let's hope they can continue to draw an investment and find a little more pace as well.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Verstappen, Sebastian Vettel, and Norris, Albon, Perez, Ocon, and Daniel Ricciardo, Sainz, Stroll, Daniel Kvyat, and Raikkonen, Magnussen, Gasly, Antonio Giovinazzi, and the captain, Grosjean, Russell, Delatraz, and Nicholas Latifi. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. Okay, how was the pull away? You'll have a bit more grip than that on the start, but we need to warm the tyres properly now. Make sure you get some heat into the brakes as well. No threat of rain for the time being. Conditions looking good. the start was fine. Let's try and move forward. Okay, good work. Great pass. Let's use overtake and burn some of this energy. Okay, clear. Caution, caution. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. passing this lap. Give us the best in-lap you can. Has boxed for the mediums, car behind on the medium tyre. To speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres. Use your overtake button more, it's time to utilize some of this energy. In the pits, Louis in the pits. laps of fuel remaining. Nice move. Good job. Issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. We have 2 laps of fuel remaining. Gap to the car in front is 3.8 seconds. This is your final lap of the race. Okay, the car behind is catching you by 5/10 a lap, 5/10. race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
Another superb Australian Grand Prix comes to an end, and it's a thoroughly deserved victory. So Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. After an incredible performance, Lewis Hamilton secures the top spot in the Drivers' Championship. Now, let's discuss, Ant, who would you say is a contender for Driver of the Day?
It's got to be Lewis Hamilton. I mean, he pulled off some impressive feats out on the track today, even by his standards.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes moved to the top of the table. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.